Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a girl named Elira who had a magical flame. This flame burned with an otherworldly glow, and it needed constant tending. So Elira would feed it with her time and her energy, little pieces of herself until she felt like she was on fire. The flame grew larger and larger, consuming all of her glow. Her breath became short and shallow. She began to fade. And then one day she stepped back from the flame. At first, it sputtered and threatened to go out, but something inside of Elira started to rise. As she pulled away, the flame shrank, and she reclaimed her light. It wasn't as bright as it had been before, but it was steady and sure. At that moment, Elira realized she hadn't stopped loving the flame, but she had started living her life. She began to explore the world around her, and as she did, more and more people reclaimed their light. Some ran to the flame and cried, and some stood back and breathed. But each one who stepped into the light was renewed. They laughed and played and sang. Soon, a whole field of glowing hearts pulsed with new life. And Elira knew that while the flame had brought them together, it was their shared humanity that bound them all. She realized that she didn't need the flame to be loved. She just needed to be herself. As the sun set, casting long shadows across the land, the people gathered together. Some were still afraid, but they held onto each other's hands and promised to help each other shine. Elira watched as children wrote messages on flower petals and sent them floating off into the wind. "I deserve love that doesn't hurt," one child wrote. And Elira knew that no matter what happened next, those words would always be true. The moral of this story is, you don't have to burn to be loved. Like Elira, sometimes we try so hard to be loved that we forget to be ourselves. We give and we give until we have nothing left. But love isn't supposed to cost us our peace. Love is supposed to be gentle. So if you're feeling burned out, take a step back and breathe. Let go of the things you can't control and focus on the things that bring you joy. You deserve love that doesn't hurt. Choose warmth, not fire. Thank you for watching. See you next time.